Someone once told me this anecdote, which I love, is, if a community doesn't have a cemetery, it doesn't have a past. And if it doesn't have a shul, it doesn't have a present. But without a thriving day school, it doesn't have a future.
Anytime we want to establish a community and keep that community going, education is the key. And bringing that Jewish education to everyone that can get it, whether they're in kindergarten, whether they're in 12th grade, whether they're in middle school.
We wouldn't have moved to Nashville if there wasn't a Jewish day school. We really wanted our kids to have that in the first few years of their life. And with JMS now in the high school, it's an opportunity for children to have a Jewish education all the way into college. And that's amazing.
What we've experienced over the last number of years is just not only the growth in terms of enrollment, but by the sense of pride that the community has.
When I think of an Akiva graduate and how I want them to move out into this world, I really want for them to know who they are, know how they can contribute to this world. And I think some of those critical thinking skills that we provide them, whether they're studying Tanakh with a teacher or whether they're thinking of a math problem from multiple perspectives, I think that ability to approach the world both with humility and a sense of being nimble, those characteristics are what I think Akiva students bring to this world.
From the moment we stepped foot in the school, we just fell in love with it. The people were so welcoming, so warm, so accommodating. It really made us feel like we were making the right decision. And from a Jewish education perspective, put our mind at ease.
We're a small school with big school opportunities. We started out very, very tiny with just a few kids, and we've grown to 40. We're a big enough school to have athletics, but a small enough school where everyone can play.
I really like how we can learn without being rushed, but also we aren't over-helped, so we are actually learning.
We are solidly grounded in Jewish values at JMS, but we welcome students of all faith backgrounds.
This school is just a bit more harmonious, everyone kind of gets along better. No one's excluded. It's been really nice.
In classes at JMS, teachers really understand that students draw inspiration from each other, and teachers also draw inspiration from students. And so it's this harmonious community that's happening.
We had the science fair where all of the students were there, nearly all of the parents were there. Meeting parents of other students that their students had been hanging out with, these people who have never met have already developed this really tight community because they know that they are all here part of that same mission.
We began really with the idea of community, even before we had the name Kahila, because we wanted to make sure that the students that came to this place understood that they are important parts of something bigger, making the connection between what they're learning and what the world has to offer them. That they have a place in this world, and that being part of a community isn't just the being part, it's the acting part too.
A big focus for us is helping students envision what role they can play in the community and to become active participants in that community. So it's important for us really to focus on the whole student as we work with them on their specific academics. A lot of the classes require teamwork. So our focus is on building character traits, being able to build the skills that they need to collaborate with other people who they're working with as they move on in their lives to have a positive impact on the world and community around them. The small class sizes are also amazing. I know as a teacher, it's a very unique opportunity to get to work with and really get to know your students on a much more individual level. It helps us cater the way we teach and what we're learning to the students.
Being in a small class feels like the teacher is talking directly to me.
It's a very small school, but that also means the learning experience is very personalized. You can easily ask questions and won't feel like you're interrupting a lesson. Here you can get more one-on-one and potentially be more successful because of it. It's also very easy to interact with others.
We're really excited to be building upon the very strong foundations that Akiva and JMS have established to create an K-12 educational experience for students that's rooted in the value of community.
A lot of communities that are way bigger than ours don't have a high school. And we, in Nashville, we have a high school that allows students to continue that Jewish education all the way until they go to college and really be prepared, not just academically, but in their neshama, in their soul, to face the world beyond.
I think what's so unique about the Nashville Jewish community is that regardless of what congregation you're a part of, everyone comes together, and I think the development of the middle school and the high school just demonstrates how much growth and strength there is within the community and how much kind of ruach people are bringing to maintain the community and keep it alive.
I never imagined we have a K-12 school option in this community. I think for that to happen, we've had a lot of really strong, committed families. They understand that what a Jewish elementary, middle school, and high school can provide for their children will really set them up for success in life. Since day one of Jewish middle school, and certainly since the evolution of Kehila, people are more proud. They walk around saying, hey, we actually have a Jewish high school in our community. There's a certain amount of pride that a Jewish community has in giving the resources to be able to develop children Jewishly. The values that are shared and the way that Jewish schools prioritize academia and the responsibility of living in a community is one that it creates a huge impression upon those families.
As Kehila becomes more and more developed, our 3 levels of Jewish education will be stronger together than each of them was individually.
When we work on bringing that education as 3 combined institutions, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. And we can provide that education so much better when we work together because we are stronger together.
It's amazing to think that, in 12 years from now we can have Akiva graduates and JMS graduates and the Kehila High School graduates that are all going to be out there creating really powerful change in this world. And that's not something that we can take for granted, but also something that really helps us expand our footprint on this world. And in the end, we're really stronger together.
We are so blessed to have 3 Jewish day schools in our community, Akiva, JMS, and Kehila, all outstanding in their own right. We are stronger together, anachnu chazakim biyachad, and that is something we should celebrate together as a community.
We're a community and that makes us stronger together.
We are united together as a community and that makes us stronger.
We're a community and that makes us stronger together.